Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
So for so many teams, what the roles are during the season change very dramatically during the postseason. Is that something difficult for a pitcher to get used to, or are you sort of expecting that to some degree?
I think maybe for some guys, but for me it doesn't really bother me. I pitched in every role you can pitch in, so just try to roll with it. I think we kind of know what's coming ahead of time with the way Alex likes to run it, so just get on board and keep going.
Other questions for Adam? We'll go to your left, Adam, with John.
Thanks, Adam. For you and for your family, what has it meant for you to have this experience of pitching back where you went to college, and how has that maybe helped you reconnect with all the people there at Northeastern as well?
Yeah, it's been amazing. When we got traded, I thought it was kind of a shock, obviously, to come here, but then when we thought about it, we were like, this is a really good opportunity. We love Boston. I went to school here, my wife went to school here, so for both of us, it's kind of special. We would always come back in the winters and stuff, and kind of be in our old stomping grounds again, walk around, kind of feel young again, I guess, and introduce our girls to the city. And also with the school stuff too, been getting texts from teammates and my old college coach today, and everybody's very encouraging and that sort of thing. So it's really nice. I mean, even one of the grounds crew guys that is with us in the bullpen was a Northeastern graduate assistant coach on my baseball team, so I've known him forever, been able to reconnect with him. So honestly, it's just been kind of surreal, but trying to enjoy it.
On your right, Adam, Jason?
Hey, Adam. What's impressed you most about the rookie pitchers you guys have who have done so well coming out of the pen this postseason?
Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, Whitlock. I mean, and from day one, he's been impressive, and then it really hasn't waned at all. He's been awesome the whole year, and I just think he's going to be truly special for his whole career. It's been awesome to see him from day one, and Tanner too. He's got unbelievable stuff, and I think they both are starters in the future. But this year, they're kind of our super weapons out of the pen, and it's great to kind of be at a point in my career where I can be just like so pumped to be a part of it for them and help those guys on their journey as they're starting out.
Sean in the third row on your left.
Adam, as a guy who's spent a good chunk of recent years in the American League, how eye-opening has Kike's performance been to you? You've obviously were teammates during the regular season, but he's taken his game to another level in October. How much has that surprised you in terms of what he's been able to do last 5 or 6 games?
Well, to be honest, I played against Kike a long time when he was with the Dodgers, and I was with the Rockies, and I think the Dodgers were always so talented that he was kind of an afterthought, I guess, for us across the way. But then slowly but surely over the years, started noticing how good he was and how much better he was getting. And then that kind of just continued for me this year. Now getting to see him play, the whole year, especially defensively, I didn't realize how special he was, and he obviously loves the big moments. And now he has a lot of playoff experience coming into this thing. So he's been a leader for us, and nobody. You're always surprised when somebody's this hot, but at the same time, I've been appreciating his game more and more over the years, and this year he's taken it to another level for sure.
Standing on your right.
Hey, Adam. Just your thoughts on how Alex has used the bullpen in this series, just maybe more generally about how the role that relievers have taken on in the postseason so far, particularly in ALCS and obviously the Rays series.
I like it a lot. I mean, I think teams kind of went to the bullpenning model a couple years ago, but that was only using relievers. Now, Alex incorporates the starters into it as well, which I think is great. Those guys are chomping at the bit to impact the games. Pavetta, I always have to tell him, you're going to get your chance. Don't worry. But no, I think it's great. He's mixing and matching. We're not facing the same hitters over and over and over again. I think giving them fresh looks every time is beneficial for us. And one of the strengths of our team is how deep our pitching staff is. there's a lot of good options, and he's using everybody. I think it's really good.
And Pete in the first row on your right.
You mentioned the starters being in the bullpen. You guys have a lot of rituals, I'm sure, during the season. How much does it change having those guys now down there with you?
It hasn't changed at all, really. They just kind of get on board with the crazy stuff we do, and calling home runs and doing all sorts of funny little things when things go well. But I think more than anything, just trying to coach some of the guys through it who have never really been down there and don't have a routine. Pavetta in general, he's got so much energy that, he's bouncing off the walls from the first pitch of the game. So just trying to channel that, and that way we can unleash him, when we need to.
And I also wanted to ask you, when you were with the Yankees, your first year, did you ever run across Whitlock in spring training, or meet him or anything like that, or?
Yeah, well, he says he talked to me, but I don't remember. So I don't know. I think it was maybe my first day ever with the Yankees. I think I ate with him in a minor league food hall. But at that time, I didn't really think anything of it. Anybody that I hadn't seen before, I just I'm pretty quiet at first, but I couldn't be more excited that he's on this team, and we kind of have a shared, obviously journey in that we both came from over there. So it was really great when we were able to win that wild card game, and he was able to get those last outs. Like, I felt that was really, kind of a good moment for him.
In the third row with Ian.
Adam, the first week or so of the playoffs, you got a lot more rest than you were used to during the season. How much do you think that might be benefiting you now and kind of helped you going into the outings you had this weekend in Houston?
I don't think I needed any extra rest, to be honest. I've been feeling good, and I prepared myself to throw a lot. I never let the workload get to me. So, honestly, most of the time when I pitch more often, I'm sharper. But I struggled in September this year, and other guys were really hot, so I think it was the right move to go with those guys and let them do their thing. And then, Alex tried to sneak me back in there when we were down in Tampa, and kind of got my feet under me again. So, I appreciate my arm not falling off or anything like that, but at the same time, I'll be ready for whatever.
And back on your left with John.
Adam, if I'm not mistaken, I think you hit 10 years of service during the course of this season. What did that day mean to you, and who were the people, whether it was in baseball or family, that you were reflecting on about their roles to help you get there?
It meant a lot to me, to be honest, because I've never really had any type of huge moment in the game to hang my hat on. But for me, just the longevity and how many times I was kind of dead in the game and then kind of survived it and moved on to the next year. For me, that's been the story of my career, just trying to outlast everybody. And it wasn't just me, obviously my family and everybody that kind of conditioned me for that growing up back home in New York. So just really everything, I felt like for me getting to 10 years made me feel like I really did it and like I was a real big leaguer, and can't count me out in that way. So I don't know, it meant a lot for me. Hopefully my moment's still coming, and winning the ring would be the one for me. But the 10 years was something I was looking forward to for a long time, and I wanted to make sure I hit that.
Second row, Jimmy.
Can you explain that shirt? I mean, what are we looking at there?
This is a Verdugo shirt. I don't know where it came from, but it's got his chain on it, and maybe that's his alter ego there. I don't know, but yeah, he handed him out. So, and we've been winning since I had this shirt on, so I'm keeping it.
Other questions for Adam? Right up front here, Kev.
Close game in game one, obviously winning by 4 in game 2. Talk to us about the team's confidence moving forward and potential for closing it out here in Boston. I mean, you guys haven't lost a game here at Fenway in a long, long time. What's the confidence of the team right now?
I think we like where we're at. I think offensively, we feel like we're going to be able to score against them, and I think that's going to be the key. Is if we can beat Urquidy in game 3, then there won't be too many guys on that pitching staff who haven't given up some runs against us. So I think we're feeling pretty good as offensively, and I think pitching-wise, we still have a lot of guys that haven't even thrown in this series, and we feel good about our depth. So, plus playing in Fenway obviously is at a momentum. Can't think about closing them out, like winning all 3. Just got to win game 3 first, and then we'll worry about the rest of them. But obviously being here is a huge boost for us.
Other questions for Adam? All right, Adam, thanks so much for coming up. We appreciate it.
Hola, ¿qué tal mi gente? Nosotros somos Chiquito Timbán y esto es con mucho cariño para la gente de La Máquina Deportiva, esa gente que está rompiendo aquí en New York.
Ya ustedes saben, desde Chiquito Timbán para la gente de La Máquina Deportiva.
Yes.